Did you know that one of the most brilliant military strategists in history is practically forgotten? Meet General Jan Smuts, a name that might not ring a bell but whose tactics and insights changed the course of wars and even shaped nations. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of Jan Smuts, a South African general and statesman who played pivotal roles in both world wars. Despite his significant contributions, his legacy remains overshadowed by more famous figures. So let's uncover why this genius is the most brilliant general you've never heard of. To understand Smuts, we have to set the scene back in the early 20th century. This was a time of great change and upheaval, a period marked by rapid industrialization and significant social shifts. The world was on the brink of chaos. Political unrest was rampant and the streets of Europe were filled with demonstrations and protests. The Boer War had just ended, leaving a legacy of bitterness and division. Tensions were high as nations vied for power, each preparing for the possibility of another conflict. Smuts found himself in a tumultuous political landscape, where he had to navigate not only military strategy, but also complex international relations. He was a key figure in shaping the future of his nation and the world. His country faced the dual challenges of internal strife and external threats, especially from the Axis powers during World War I and World War II. The internal divisions threatened to tear the nation apart, while external enemies loomed large. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Every decision Smuts made had far-reaching consequences, not just for South Africa, but for the entire world. Smuts had to prove not just his military prowess, but also his vision for a united South Africa and a stable world order. His speeches and actions aimed to inspire unity and hope, guiding his country through some of its darkest times. So, who was Jan Smuts? Born in 1870, he was a man of many talents, an intellectual, a lawyer, and a farmer. Smuts was a man who wore many hats, seamlessly transitioning between different roles throughout his life. His military journey began when he led Boer troops against the British during the Second Boer War. What set him apart? His innovative guerrilla tactics. These tactics were revolutionary at the time and demonstrated his ability to think strategically and adapt to changing circumstances. He didn't just follow traditional battle plans, he adapted and transformed his strategies based on the evolving battlefield. His ability to read the situation and make quick decisions was unparalleled. Fast forward to World War I, Smuts played a crucial role in the East African campaign, using his deep understanding of terrain and local cultures to outsmart the enemy. His knowledge of the African landscape was instrumental in planning and executing successful military operations. One fascinating anecdote is when he led a surprise attack that caught the Germans off guard, showcasing his ability to think outside the box. This maneuver not only demonstrated his tactical genius, but also his willingness to take risks for greater rewards. His brilliance didn't stop there. He was also a key figure in the 1919 Treaty of Versailles, advocating for a new world order that emphasized cooperation over conflict. Smuts believed in the power of diplomacy and worked tirelessly to promote peace and understanding among nations. Beyond the Treaty of Versailles, Smuts was instrumental in the formation of the League of Nations, the precursor to the United Nations. His vision for a collaborative international community laid the groundwork for modern global diplomacy. Jan Smuts' legacy is a testament to his multifaceted contributions to law, military strategy, and international diplomacy. His life's work continues to influence and inspire leaders around the world today. Now let's talk about the moment that truly showcased his brilliance, the Battle of Kenzo in 1899. This battle was a pivotal event during the Second Boer War, a conflict that pitted the British Empire against the two Boer republics in South Africa. The stakes were incredibly high, and the outcome of this battle would have far-reaching consequences. The British were struggling against Boer forces, and morale was at an all-time low. The harsh conditions and the unexpected resilience of the Boer fighters had taken a toll on the British troops. They were in desperate need of a victory to boost their spirits and turn the tide of the war. Smuts, although a relatively young commander, took the initiative. Despite his youth, he had already shown remarkable strategic acumen and leadership skills. His ability to think on his feet and adapt to rapidly changing situations set him apart from his peers. He devised a bold plan to flank the British forces, catching them completely unprepared. This maneuver required precise coordination and impeccable timing, but Smuts was confident in his troops' abilities. The element of surprise was crucial, and he executed the plan with flawless precision. His strategic thinking led to a stunning victory, turning the tide for the Boers and earning him respect from both allies and foes alike. The British forces were left reeling and the Boers gained a significant advantage in the war. This victory was a testament to Smuts's brilliance and his ability to inspire and lead his men. This battle not only solidified his reputation but also demonstrated his capacity to lead under extreme pressure, a defining trait that would echo throughout his career. Smuts's actions at Colenso would be remembered as a turning point in the war and a shining example of military strategy and leadership. In summary, Jan Smuts was more than just a military leader. He was a visionary who understood the broader implications of warfare. His innovative tactics and diplomatic efforts significantly influenced the course of history, yet his story remains largely untold. Smuts' ability to overcome the odds and his relentless pursuit to create a better world deserves recognition, and that's why he's the most brilliant general you've never heard of. So, what do you think? Did Jan Smuts' story surprise you? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you're interested in more incredible stories of unsung heroes in history, don't forget to check out my next video where we'll explore another fascinating figure you probably haven't heard of. Thanks for watching.